To Getcha Interview Lab. In this video, we are discussing 15 must-know mechanical interview questions. So, our first question is, what is the difference between stress and strain? Stress is the force applied per unit area, while strain is the deformation, a change in shape that occurs in a material due to stress. Stress is measured in Pascal, where strain is dimensionless. Next question. Explain the working principle of four-stroke engine. A four-stroke engine goes through four phases: intake, compression, power, and exhaust. During the intake stroke, the fuel-air mixture enters the cylinder. In the compression stroke, the mixture is compressed. The power stroke is when the mixture is ignited, producing power. And the exhaust stroke expels the burned gases. So our next question is, what is the purpose of a flywheel in an engine? A flywheel is used to store and release rotational energy, helping to maintain a steady and consistent speed of the engine by smoothing out variations in power output. Our next question is, differentiate between ductile and brittle materials. Ductile materials undergo large plastic deformation before fracture. They bend or stretch before breaking. Brittle materials fracture suddenly with little or no deformation. They snap without warning. Our next question is, explain the concept of thermal expansion. Thermal expansion is the tendency of a material to change in size in response to a change in temperature. Most materials expand when heated and contract when cooled. Now it's time for the next question. What is the purpose of a gearbox in a vehicle? A gearbox is used to provide variable speed and torque ratios between the engine and wheels, allowing the vehicle to operate efficiently at different speeds. Here the next question, and describe the working principle of a hydraulic system. A hydraulic system uses fluid to transmit power when the force is applied to a small piston. It creates pressure in the fluid, which is then transmitted to a large piston, producing a larger force, as you can see in the diagram also. Now the next question is, explain the purpose of a heat exchanger. A heat exchanger transfers heat between two fluids, ensuring that they do not mix. It is commonly used in HVAC systems, refrigeration, and industrial process to increase or decrease the temperature of a fluid. Our next question is, what is the role of a governor in an engine? A governor regulates the speed of an engine by controlling the fuel or power input based on the variations in the load. Now our next question is, differentiate between a closed cycle and an open cycle gas turbine. In a closed cycle gas turbine, the working fluid remains within the system, while in an open cycle gas turbine, the working fluid is continuously taken in, expanded, and expelled. Now, next question is, explain the concept of Young's modulus. Young's modulus is a measure of the stiffness of a material. It describes the ratio of stress to strain in a material under elastic deformation. What is the purpose of a camshaft in an engine? The camshaft is responsible for controlling the opening and closing of the engine's valves. It has lobes that push against the valves, allowing the intake and exhaust process to occur. Our next question is, what is the function of a condenser in a refrigeration system? A condenser in a refrigeration system is responsible for rejecting heat from the refrigerant to the surrounding environment, causing the refrigerant to change from a vapor to liquid. Now the next question, describe the purpose of a pressure vessel. Pressure vessels are designed to hold gases or liquids at a pressure substantially different from the ambient pressure. They are used in various industries for storing and transporting compressed gases and liquid. Now our last question, discuss the concept of entropy in thermodynamics. Entropy is a measure of the disorder or randomness in a system. In thermodynamics, it is associated with the amount of energy in a system that is no longer available to do work. Systems tend to evolve towards higher entropy states.